Load it up, Carl. This shit feel like game 7. Put lines up through my S's. Wake up in the morning, count my blessings.
Welcome to the Money Down. Hey, highly anticipated EA College Football 25 came out. The early release came out a few days ago. I think it officially drops. I think tomorrow, today, something like that. But how y'all feeling about the game? Play the game? Yeah. Well, how y'all been feeling? I know all y'all don't play it early. I played it early. I think it's dope, man. I've been bring back the old vibes, man. You know, NCAA 2014, all that. They definitely made some improvements. You know, got the crowd noise, the band and all that. Got Mo Bamba playing. Wish they had, you know, some more music in there. But hey, the Mo Bamba's dope.
Bro, that Mo Bamba fire.
It is. It really is. Especially when you come out like, you know, the first day, right? When as soon as I load the game up, you know, my crazy ass decided to play the homie Ryan right out of the gate, and you know he used O State. I wanted to use Wisconsin, but I'm like, nah, I gotta use somebody that kind of like, you know, match up a little bit. How you was Oregon. I ain't know that, bro. Controller shaking, screen shaking, all type of. I was like, bro, pressure. There's pressure for sure. So they definitely did a great job. I feel like as a former college football player, channeling that whole like on the road, that atmosphere, giving fans that real in-game, you know, feeling. That's what it's all about. That's what we play the game for. I'm sure that's what millions of, you know, people play the game for, is just to kind of get that feel. And I think, you know, EA Sports did a great job with that.
Bro, amazing. In my opinion, game of the decade. I mean, that's me. Like, I love Duty, you know, love Madden. Bro, this has to be the game of the decade, bro.
Fortnite and Warzone?
Fortnite, great. Warzone, great. Bro, but, like, this has been 10 long years.
It's nostalgia, yeah.
It's nostalgia. And not to mention the way they brought NCAA, bro. Like, this game is, like, it's better than Madden. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'm a big Madden fan, but, like, for what they've been able to do, like adding in the NIL, the recruiting and all that stuff, the road to glory and whatnot, like being able to like figuring out who the tiered teams are, the team traditions, the music, bro. They put a lot into this game, and the time, and you could tell by the time, the graphics are great. You know, like it makes you feel like you're in the game. Like you were talking about playing Ryan when he had O State, right? Made you feel like you was in that stadium. It took you back, didn't it? Like,
it did. It really did.
Playing the game and feeling like I'm in it. Like Warzone is one of those games where, like, when them bullets flying, like, but NCAA, it feel like you in it. But NCAA is like that. The sound is great. The music, the interaction. I'm a big fan.
Nah, you know it's crazy. My fault, James. I got job, but just the statement, bro. It's just so crazy. Like, because the game is amazing, bro. Like you said, it's been 10 long years. Game of the decade, tough though, Warren. And I just think the only reason why I say that is the two games that, you know, obviously Fortnite, Warzone, like them take me back to like moments, right? You know what I'm saying? Like Warzone, bro. Like quarantine, we ain't have shit to do. We just used to be playing Warzone. And then like Fortnite, bro, it was a crazy time for James, myself, you, Warren. Like, bro, I could vividly remember.
Especially during COVID. Yeah.
Bro, I could vividly remember playing Fortnite with James, you. Mel was down here, but he wasn't playing the game with us. But like, bro, we were playing the game till like 4 or 5 a.m. and then getting up to go work with Adam at like, bro,
go train.
Go train at like 6. I'm talking about, you know, that sleep where it's like, not even that sleep, but it's like that zombie feel. Like, bro, I feel like I could sleep for like 2-3 days, dog. Yeah. That's how we was doing it on Fortnite. So that's a crazy statement, but I can see where you're coming from. Like the anticipation, everything around it, bro. I feel that. I'm before I give that title, I'm into, like, I am excited and geeked for GTA, dog. It's been a long time, bro. And that's especially the game kind of being like down here in South Florida, like Miami area. So I'm excited for that. But that's the last game. I think that once that game comes out, we can really judge and say, yeah, this game of the decade for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it's the EA College Football is definitely nostalgia. I think they did a great job, put a lot of details, and they had to come correct. You know,
and they did.
There's a lot of holes they had to fill in, a lot of things they had to make sure was right. I think they did a great job of going to all the legendary stadiums, even some of the smaller stadiums, finding the traditions, the chants, for Wisconsin, they got the 1st and 10 Wisconsin, like all that. Those minor details that really feel like you in the stadium. For people who, may not be able to go to these college games, you get to play on the game, get a little bit of an experience. Man, it's really dope. I enjoy the gameplay. Like some things, are very video game, like the kickoff returns be hard as hell to stop. The kicking, hard as hell to stop. Playing defense can be tough too with the tackling and everything.
Hey,
Open field running is crazy.
Bro, there's not been. Let me be cautious with my words because we all gamers here, right? And there's a lot of people that watch that are gamers too. But like, how many times have we been anticipating a game, and the first couple of days we play it, it's like, it's the same, or it's the same. Like we've expected it, right? Like we didn't expect much to change. They talk about it, like we've been anticipating NCAA for 10 years, and day one, bro, the social media interactions that it got, like you weren't hearing people complaining like, oh, this is just Madden 2.0, anything like. No, they came correct, bro. This is a whole nother gameplay from what NCAA used to be and what Madden is. Like it's on its own tier right now. So that's why I say it's game of the decade, to be able to do that after all that anticipation, add all that stuff, and to be able to produce the product that they come out with is incredible.
Yeah, and to not show much, bro. Like I think that was the crazy part about it. Like it was one of them things. It's like they were showing little things, and we were sitting in the chat like, "Damn, this is dope." You know what I'm saying? Like I remember when the Mo Bamba thing first dropped, it was like, "Yo," but like to you know what I'm saying? But to like play it and see, like you handed on like all the adjustments and everything that they've got correct for it to be that long, and not for the fans to see gameplay and stuff like that, just to anticipate everything. They did a tremendous job, just building up the hype for this whole little, game.
Yeah, so we've talked about a little bit, GTA coming out next year. Wanted to ask y'all, what franchise or game from the past that hasn't came out in, dozens of years, 20 years, however long, would you love to see come back in the future? I know me and Perk talked about it before y'all jumped on. NFL Street for me, I gotta have that game back. NFL Street too. That was
fire.
That was my shit. The jumping off the walls and all that. Like I just don't understand how those type of games don't stay. Even like with NBA Street, like how those games don't stay in production. I feel like everybody play those games. Like you ain't have to necessarily be a basketball fan or a football fan. I feel like that's a game that everybody could play. You ain't really have to understand the concept of football. You just kind of have fun with it. I remember playing against. So like every one of my friends, like growing up, not even like online, they just come over to the house. I go over to their house playing that. Yeah. That's a game I love to see come back.
I got into a fight with my little cousin over that game. I told him, throw the ball right here, throw it here. We was kids though. Obviously, like throw it back. He threw it, dog, and I picked it, scored. Fam just swung on me, bro. I'm like, we in there hard down fighting. So I could definitely see that game, bro. That was good times. You know what's so crazy, bro? I'm gonna go with Gears of War, bro. I was somebody that played, I'm a real deal OG Xbox guy. Like I remember getting my first Xbox 360 and that commercial of Gears coming out. Commercial is real legendary and just being excited for that game. But that was one of the series that I enjoyed playing as a kid. Obviously you hinted like, NBA Street, which is legendary series. Also, NFL Street. I'm trying to think what else, but for me right now, I'm gonna go Gears.
Yeah, there's some fire. The Metal Gear Solid was fire.
Yeah, damn, Metal Gear was good. Yeah,
Splinter Cell.
I gotta take
Splinter Cell.
Yeah, Splinter Cell. Yeah, Tom Clancy.
Splinter Cell was gangster. Yo, Splinter Cell too.
I was gonna say I gotta take it back too, bro. With all the rap beef going on these days, bro. Def Jam Vendetta. You remember that, bro? Def Jam Vendetta. On PlayStation.
Yeah.
That would have been dope. That'd have been dope. And then Jam Vendetta. Oh, and Fight Night. I would love to see another Fight Night come out. Boxing.
Warren, boy, you on to something tonight, man.
Fight Night would be dope. Yeah, and we ain't had a Fight Night since what was it, round 4?
Yeah, bro.
And that was years ago.
I think the last Fight Night had to be, bro, when I was probably in high school. So it's long overdue, bro. It's over 10 years that it's been out. But that Def Jam, bro, would be dope. But I remember I could not beat Fat Joe for no reason.
Fat Joe with the Thames.
Fat Joe. Man, Fat Joe
with the hoodie and the flat view.
I ain't trying to cuss as much on the pod, but man, Fat Joe was a motherfucker, bro. But we was kids though, you know, right? Like I think of some games that I played back in the day. I was like, bro, I could not beat that jump back then. I wonder now, you know what I'm saying? Like 10, 15 years later, would it still be as difficult? But Fat Joe was gangster on that Def Jam, man.
Def Jam was a tough game, like fighting like the bosses, like, you know what I'm saying, the big time dudes like Snoop Dogg, all that junk.
Fat Joe,
the rap game different. Like I wonder who like they would include in that, like in these days. Would it be, you know, dudes
Boss
from the
man,
past still, you know, boss?
Hey,
who else? Drake got to be on there for sure.
Rick Ross, man, you gotta.
Ross,
you gotta bring that shit back. You gotta bring that back.
That'll be lit for sure. And then we go switch over to some football news. We got some more inside look at the Giants offseason hard knocks. You know, even more, you know, focus on the Saquon, you know, Barkley whole situation. Now, I'm just still surprised they're giving us this much access to like what's, you know, really going on in these type of interviews, and to sit there and to hear, you know, what they're saying when the news kind of broke that he was signing with the Eagles and the amount of money that he got.
Well, I know they were sick. They were sick.
Hey,
go ahead, Warren. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what the owner say? Didn't the owner say he was gonna be sick if the Eagles signed him too? Next
boy said he gonna have a tough time.
He gonna have a tough time.
And, here it go right here.
Homegrown. What broke?
Saquon, 3 years, 37.75. Be worth up to 46.7.
So he got north of that.
26 guaranteed.
Over 13 a
Now
year.
beats the franchise tag number and has a maximum average per year.
The boy definitely got that sad look on their face, like, oh, he really did that, huh?
What'd they say? 3 years, 30-something million, 17 guaranteed or something like that? Or not 17 guaranteed, 24 guaranteed.
And they can make up to like 46 or some joint like that. Right, when incentives. The funniest part of this is the funniest, but that little sidewalk.
That sidewalk, you know it's so much on that boy mind, dog. Like, bro, he's just probably like, man, what the fuck just happened, man?
They smoked that, man.
But you know what's crazy?
They said they got what they need this year in Daniel Jones. They said Daniel Jones done gained some weight, beefed up. They said this is year.
Man, you know it's crazy, dog. And I said this early, like throwback, bro, like months ago. How does Philly get all this doggone money, bro?
Bro, where does it come from?
Where it come from? I'm trying to understand why. Like why is the situation in San Fran going on right now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where Brandon Ayuk, like, how does Philly have all this bread to pay? I mean, I could just name people: Darius Slay, freaking. Jalen Hurts.
Hassan Reddick.
Well, they let Hassan Reddick's gone.
Yeah, he's gone now. Yeah.
But you know, Davante, AJ Brown. You know, they got D linemen. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they have Saquon Barkley just paying him, you know, the bag. Like, where do they get all of his bread from, and why are other teams struggling to pay 2 or 3 players?
This is wild. This is wild. It ain't gonna happen. But would you be surprised if they had Brandon Ayuk by the season start?
Who you talking about? The Eagles?
They would have to trade for him. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna throw a bunch of. I got New England going to grab him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they should.
I think if you're really serious about, you know, getting Drake May a true number 1, and then adding him alongside with KB, who we had on here, a huge fan of him. You just went and drafted 2 young boys that, you know, we had. Jalen Poe, you heard he cutting it. You know what I'm saying? You heard them, both of them boys cutting it up. Like, I think you can really change the whole dynamic of that whole offense. And we seeing it, right? Like, we dropped a graphic last week, and bro, fans in there, they ain't going for that defense and running the ball shit, bro. Them people want to see New England score points. So, man, I think if you New England and that front office, man, just figure it out, bro. And then, like you said, you got to drop the cheese, bro. You got to pay these people, man. Got to pay them.
Sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that at all. They need a guy like that who's every year he's got better, and he's really a true number one receiver now. Like we saw it in the Super Bowl, he was open the entire game, and necessarily get the ball, the entire game. If they featured him or try to look his way a little bit more, they probably would have won that game. He was running them routes, and he could jump, run out the catch. He fast. He got all the tools. Yeah, all route running. He got all the tools you need. Get in and out of them breaks. So I wouldn't mind whatsoever, the New England Patriots, putting in a trade for that. Obviously, you don't want to give up too much because you still going to have to pay them, close to $30 million a year. And that's probably the real question mark is where they want to put that much of an investment, in the receiver when they're still trying to figure out, a bunch of other things. But that'll be a great building block. I think there's a lot of young talent in the room. Even Pop Douglas, the rookie from last year, he was eating. He's going to be a beast in the slot. He'll keep eating this year too. Yeah. So that'll provide even more depth in that room. You have a guy who you can lock up for the next, 3, 4, 5 years with your rookie quarterback for them to really build with those other young guys, too, a guy that they can learn from, too, because he really came in first round pick, all that. Not that he did bad or anything, but I said he's just stepping stones every year. Yeah, just really building. And
for sure.
Said he's right where you want to be, still in his prime. Like they need a guy like that, 100%.
And similar offense, too, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like under center, play action, run, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of similar offense. So I think, bro, perfect fit for him. I got either them, you guys, or I think, his college teammate in Washington, Jaden Daniels, who they was, tandem at Arizona State. Somebody gonna go get him, man. Or, 49ers better figure it out, dog, because you done put that request in, and it's go time in a week or two. Shit, out in a week, 2 a day. So, right
in there. Training camp. Even on that clip too, hearing the Giants, front office talk about Xavier McKinney, how much bread he was getting. From the Green Bay Packers, he got $17 million. They're like
second highest paid safety now, right?
Where did that put him at? It's second highest paid safety. Like they wasn't expecting that shit. It just goes to show you, they drafted him. I'm pretty sure he was a first round pick too. Like why these people don't keep their homegrown talent? Like other people value, the talent more than the organization that drafted you. I don't necessarily understand that. Like I know the Giants have other holes to fill, but you want to keep those type of guys in the locker. I think he's a solid player. Should he have been paid the second highest paid safety in the league? I don't know. It's all about timing when it comes to that free agent market. If you're the best person available, that market price at $17 million, you gonna get it. The team really need a safety. And I think he's a talented player. He can cover man to man. He can play in the middle field. He can seem like he can tackle. He got good size and everything. So I think he's a good fit there. But it's just, man, they let two, good players on both sides of the football that I feel like really, instill their culture go. So that if Giants go, they better handle business this year because that's gonna be them clips that we just watched. They're gonna be coming up this offseason.
You got 2 more holes to fill.
It's so crazy too, bro. Like, and it's always that we can sit here and we can say I feel like myself included, I feel like 90% of the NFL. Thinks the Giants is going to be ass this year, right? But it's always that bro, they're going to be sorry, but what if they not? What if this whole thing work out? And that's going to be even crazier if it do work out. But it's always that little bit of, hope that, whatever they doing in the office, man, they believe, man. They believe, and you just got to wait and see.
Yeah,
because I did hear... I did hear the receiver, bro. They say he's a split image of Jamar Chase. So it's like, how does that work out? Does it work out for them? We truly gonna figure it out in this next couple weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you pay your quarterback $40 million. You better believe. You know what I'm saying? Or else, man.
They was talking about this. They said they was talking about this as Daniel Jones' last chance. You think he going after this year if he have a poor season?
Oh, yeah, it's over with.
Yeah, it's over with.
It gotta be. It gotta be. Ain't no more waiting.
And you in New York.
First round pick.
Yeah. Oh, and you in New York.
You're in New York, man. You ain't got that long with them people.
Yeah.
especially that market.
Because people already was trying to, hoping.
And the Giants is like, I mean, obviously the Jets.
Other football news too. You go ahead.
Obviously the Jets has been good, but like the Giants is everybody I know from New York. Like, I mean, my family is from New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, them people live and bleed by that blue and red. Like them people be willing to fight, to follow you outside and fight you like at the store or something like that. Bro. Yeah, he only got one more year. It's now or never for
sure. Sure that.
Yeah. And he got the talent 100%. He's got to go out there and get it done.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Now let's have a word from our presenting sponsor, Prize Picks. With Prize Picks, you can win $1,000 by only betting 10. And it only takes you about 60 seconds to get your bets locked in. All you got to do is go to prizepicks.com or download the Prize Picks app and bet over or under on some of your favorite athletes' stat projections this summer. And when you use our promo code MONEYDOWN, Prize Picks will match up to $500 on your first deposit. I repeat, use our promo code MONEYDOWN and Prize Picks will match up to $500 on your first deposit. You can bet small and win big prizes. Other football news, you got the receiver on Netflix where they highlighting with the 4 receivers, 1 tight end, George Kittle. Throughout their season last year, so you get a really inside look at their day to day, how they take care of their bodies, what they do throughout the week, their family time, and even some sideline interactions. And we got a real glimpse of how hot a sideline could be. On an NFL game day.
Fuck out of here before I lose my fucking life. I ain't never been hit this many fucking times in my career.
Bro, you was hot, dog.
Every game I get fucked up.
Hey, that joint's crazy. Obviously, we all know Davante Adams to be pretty, mild-mannered, you know what I'm saying, when he was in Green Bay. Obviously, here for the Las Vegas Raiders, it's a whole different situation going on there. A lot of turnover, a lot of change. Obviously, he came there to play with Derek Carr. He ends up getting, traded, cut, whatever it may be. They bring Jimmy Garoppolo, my guy, in there. Stuff just wasn't right. They wasn't clicking. Madonna getting smacked out there, a bunch. He wasn't having it. And Madonna in the middle of the game. So I need to get the fuck out of here. Like,
before I lose my life.
Threw that helmet too, but
I lose my life, dog.
Bro, too, like when you coming off the field, bro, and it's just like you said, he a mild-mannered dude, so it's like you just take that helmet off calmly, you just slam them like out of nowhere, like, yeah, motherfucker hot.
Yeah, but hot.
What you say as a teammate? Like, yeah, bro, we got get you out. Like, I don't know. He was getting,
can't say nothing.
It was New England. New England was.
What can you say, bro?
Hey, New England was on that boy.
That first rep, Jabril.
Oh, yeah. Hit him. I don't care if he got it or not. Just hit him.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge fan of DA, dog. That's honestly like my favorite player in the league right now. That what I'm saying, I truly like watching. And just to see that frustration, like, it's so crazy, man. People would think like even just being a top, 3 receiver, in my opinion, number 1 receiver, but that can go either way on, where you rank guys at. But man, these people go through frustrations too. And then also you're not really seeing the work that he putting in during the week. Them type of players like that who come in and, take care of their bodies, put in the work, film session, go out there, practice hard, and then it translate to Sundays. Like, you don't see all that, all the time. So when you do see those explosions and that frustration, it's like, man, where it's coming from. Man, hopefully it's better, man. Jimmy G missed a couple throws too, dog. James, I know that's home team.
It's real. Gotta be real.
But man, we're gonna see. I don't. Is Garner Minshew better? Like, we definitely gonna see this season coming up. And it's been trade rumors.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna ask Warren. What you think? He ended up getting traded? You think he plays his entire year with the Raiders? What you think?
I think it depends on how it go before trade deadline. To be honest with you, I think it depends on how it go. The first few games, he ain't heated up. He ain't getting the ball or nothing like that. Which I mean, obviously, with the way things were going at the end of last season, he was definitely getting more touches and whatnot. But he's got to be your number 1 option. And if he ain't the number 1 option, and y'all losing, and he not getting the pill, he out of there. He's Gone. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like, Jets pick him up. Everybody talking about it. Shoot, I can see that. And then he returning to greatness and teaming back up with Aaron Rodgers. But I mean, hopefully they put it together. I mean, I think he's in a great spot. I think he can do a lot for the Raiders organization, as we all know. But they just got to get the ball in his hands.
Hey, so question for y'all boys: if you are the Jets or you are the Raiders, what do you give up to get DA?
If I'm the Jets, what do I give up? The back porch. Everything.
But he's the same age as me, so he should be 31, 32 years old. So I can't give up a first round pick. Like, I mean, I know he's still top dog, but I can't give up a first round pick. So I don't know, maybe second, third, some players, something. There's got to be a good little haul in there if I'm trading my top dog at receiver.
For sure.
But I don't think he ends up getting traded. I think he truly, likes being out there. He's from California, he's in Vegas on the West Coast. So I feel like that's a big reason why he's not really wanting to get traded. On the back end of his career, want to stay close to home, be close by the family, could probably easily make it to all the games and everything. And ain't nothing like having warm weather, all year long too. That ain't nothing like that. But I'm sure he already applying pressure. You saw like during the receiver and everything, like some of his interviews after the games, he like, I ain't got much time. It was like game 3. Like, I ain't got much time. Like, damn.
Hey,
I ain't got time to wait. He trying to win a bowl. But I love that though, for fans to really get some insight on some of these players. Not every player is like that. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes like, shit ain't working right, they getting their check, I'm good, whatever. But then you got the other guys that's like, look, I could have 200 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns, and we win the damn game. I really don't give a shit. We got to get this shit right. So I love to see that from a guy like him getting paid top dollar, on a team that's struggling, but truly caring, about winning.
Cares, yeah.
That's why we all play. Like, we all like want to get paid, top dollar, make a bunch of money and everything. But you play for fun. I mean, you want to win the damn game. Work is so much easier and so much more stress-free than when you actually being competitive and winning. So I love to see that, Peyton Manning started the whole thing with the quarterback thing last year. You got the receivers. So hopefully, next year, probably not. Maybe get a running back, maybe get a something like that. Linebackers. Hopefully get to see every position. Yeah, hopefully get to see every position at some point. I think it'd be cool. Even kickers and shit. They face a lot of pressure. Kickers and all.
Some of them be that. Yo, I might get watching that episode. Somebody might get some anxiety hearing them conversations.
I'm gonna say it, man. DA, I don't know if you'll ever see this, man. Get your ass out of Vegas, fam. You want to win, bro. And it's just, what I'm saying. I just think bro, it's just obviously Patrick Mahomes and that's a tough division. That's a tough division. You know what I'm saying? And Denver and Vegas has kind of been on the bottom half of it, but man, it's tough to get out of the AFC. And I just would love to see him back with Aaron Rodgers. I kind of was sad when they kind of went their separate ways. And then also, bro, just having the young, G. Will out there in New York too, like being able to, he's already a top dog. He's already a true one. You know what I'm saying? So him being able to see, like, oh, damn, this is how somebody who's been doing it consistently. Like, I watched an interview with DA earlier today. I think it was on Club Shay Shay. Yeah. And he just talked about, everybody, that top 5 receiver and, how out of all those 5, the one receiver that for the last couple of years that you haven't been able to take out of that conversation or even out of that top 3 conversation has been him. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Jetta's these last 2-3 years has been on a whole nother planet, but what DA's been able to do consistently, like you said, James, at his age, he is, in my opinion, the best receiver in the NFL. So agreed. I want to see him. Like I said, I want to see him, for somebody that knows wants to win. It ain't at this point, obviously it's about the bread, but he done made us bread and now he want to try to get to that chip. I want to see him get somewhere where that's actually obtainable. Not saying it's not obtainable in Vegas, but it ain't. It
ain't gonna go compete. Like, I like Antonio Pierce and everything, but you gotta go through KC. That's tough. Even though the Chargers are gonna be competitive, the Broncos, who knows what they gonna look like. I mean, they could fight for a second in that mug though. I mean, it's wide open after KC, so we'll kind of see what happens. we'll kind of, before we wrap it up, we're going to talk about, Bronny James a little bit. Been a lot of talk about him, obviously the whole draft situation, people saying he shouldn't have been drafted, things of that nature. Now we got Summer League going on. Got off to a pretty slow start shooting and everything, when he's averaging like 4 points a game, similar to what he did in college. Didn't play the entire season, but, averaged 4 points, not doing elite scoring, very good defensively, athletic and everything. And now, struggling some. The last 2 games he's playing right now as we speak, been playing a little bit better, shooting the ball better, showing some athleticism. Want to know y'all kind of thoughts on the whole situation. Are they overblowing, his shooting performances? I mean, he's a 55th overall pick, not the number 3 overall pick. You know what I'm saying? Ain't many other players to talk about right now. I know it wasn't a lot of hype around this draft. We had Reed Shepard. He was hooping the other day. He was balling, that type of thing. But everybody else just, pretty boring, I should say, as far as the summer league goes compared to in previous years. So I think they kind of overblowing. He can play better, but I think they overblowing the whole thing.
I don't know. I don't know if they are, bro, to be honest with you. I mean, like, you look at the team. You look at the team that they had at USC, and I'm going back to what he did at USC. Like, you had guys that were outperforming him at USC that didn't get drafted at all, right? I'm pretty sure there was like 2 other people that entered the draft from USC beside him that didn't get drafted at all, and they averaged more points, things like that. They were more efficient, so on and so forth. So I don't think they're overblowing it. Also, I don't think if he's what he should be, he's not performing like that against summer league talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not even playing against the best of the best in the league right now. So I would hate to see what he would look like, if this is what it's going to be. Like, it's going to be a hard career. And then when LeBron's gone, like I said, I hate to see it, but I really think teams are going to be like, peace. Either you're going to be in the G League or overseas. That's just me.
Man, I think it's both, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think we're a little too hard right now, and then also, you know what I'm saying, of course, just the way he's been playing, of course he can play better. I seen Swaggy P kind of like, tweet him, honestly, yesterday before the game, and just told him, like, bro, just get back to that confidence, bro. Shoot it, whether you make it or not, bro. Keep pulling it. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where the trial and error comes from. Interesting point, right? Like, I seen something with like Jaylen Brown when he came, into the league and his summer league. He played terrible, bro.
Yeah, he was terrible. That's true.
And you know what I'm saying? You're talking about somebody who's top 2 player in the NBA right now as far as contract wise, making the most bread between him and JT. Them boys' contracts is crazy. So, I think just over time, bro, as he gets out there, he continues to just get that feel. A lot of it, too, I feel like it's probably jitters, bro. Like, I mean, again, I think a lot of eyes. And it's not really, and let's call it spade. It's not because of you. It's really your pops, bro. Your pops, you know what I'm saying? Arguably the greatest NBA player ever. And then Pops done made some comments, saying like he could have played on the Lakers right now and stuff like that. So, everything nowadays is media bait. As soon as you say something, we're going to take it, we're going to run with it. I will say this, though, that you said about, the 2 players from USC that, overplayed and didn't get drafted. We all know that it's politics and sports is bad, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I think me and Warren, I think as decent players that were good at the college level, that's what we fell victim to once we got to the league. And I think it's something that we it's not talked about enough, right? And it's kind of so hard to as a player to be in that situation because growing up, right, like, bro, you gave me a football as a kid, bro. I just wanted to play ball. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes through high school. And then when you get to college, you start to see the politics, but we're still such on the high part of it that it's like, you know what I'm saying? We're top guys on the team. So you kind of don't really see it. But now when you get to that league aspect, when it's that money involved and, certain people got certain pull and X, Y, and Z, you start to see the politics. And I think that's what can kind of like make you upset. And I'm sure those 2 players from, USC kind of got to battle through that. And I don't want to say it makes you bitter or it makes you envious of certain players, but it do leave kind of staying in you because it's like, damn, bro, I know I'm out there hooping, bro. I done average, 15 a night. And then we got somebody that gets drafted that's only averaging 4 points a game. it just kind of puts you in a space of like, bro, what the hell did I do wrong? So it's a lot, bro, when it comes to this point. When you get to this point, man, it's politics. It's he say, she say, as far as, who knows who and who is who. And then also, too, half of it is going out there and performing, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I say it happens all the time in, pretty much, all sports, like you said, NFL, NBA,
everywhere.
It happens all the time. NFL draft where, guys you ain't did nothing in college, they go out there, whatever. They run a 4.3 or they do something on some test and like, whoa, like, let me go draft this guy because he did that. We don't necessarily care what his production was like in college. We just go draft him because, whatever. He may know somebody or a coach coached him in high school, an agent got the same agent as the coach, whatever it may be. Some type of connection could be the reason why, somebody gets drafted. I know not necessarily, a player in the NBA's son and all that. I just think it's just overblown something because what other, I know he's LeBron James' son, but what other 55th overall pick have we seen over the last however many years? We watching their stat line like, you ain't watching
that's fair.
55th overall pick stat line.
That's fair. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm super critical, and I hope he does well. Like, don't get me wrong. I want him to do well. I want him to, bounce back from whatever's going on in summer league and have a great career. Like, I want, him to carry his own torch, so on and so forth. But it's just, what you're seeing right now with how everything's playing out. He's not being as cracked up as as it's supposed to be.
Yeah, 100%. 55th overall pick, your expectation is you probably going to be in the G League. You're not really going to be in rotation on the round. I don't know what it's actually going to be because he's LeBron James' son. He may end up the 15th person on the roster. I mean, I don't know.
Going to the G League.
But I'm saying, but that's the expectation for most guys drafted in that position. You go on to G League, potentially, may not end up being with the team that you may still be overseas if you don't perform well.
But I think that's the difference, though, bro. I think that's the difference is like, he was drafted in the 55th pick, but he's not like a regular 55th pick, bro. Like, he's LeBron James' son. Like, that's the difference. Is like you're not taking a guy that balled in college, and just so happens to be the 55th pick. You taking a guy that didn't really perform well in college. You took him as a 55th because of his pops, and now you expected him to play because his pops pulled him up, right? Like, I mean. You don't think he gonna make the team and his pops is on the team? Like, he's gonna be on the roster. Like, regardless of how he performs in summer league, regardless of how season going, if his dad's there, I don't think he's going to the G League until after. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I think the difference is.
And I think, you said something, Warren, bro. I don't think nobody's expecting Bronny to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping it in the beam with you. Yeah. I think more so it's one of those things like, it's like bring your child to work day type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all boys tripping. What I'm saying is, bro, bring you to work. Learn from, not only learn from me, but learn from, A. Reeves. Learn from AD. Yeah. See how these boys do this thing and how they become successful. You know what I'm saying? Get reps against them. Kind of get up to I feel like for me, I always felt like, bro, I'm not going to say it was hard to, play against some of these people. But I think when you get into those situations where it's like, bro, this is the competition. I got to elevate my game, right? Like, that's where you get the freshmen that come in college. And it's like, damn, are they better than all the other freshmen? Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's some that are on a different level. But when you get in and you start to see, like, damn, the James Whites, the Warren Herrings, the Soldier Shells, like, damn, I can play with these people. Now let me up my game. So I think that's what is more so for like Bronny. Like, this is a come learn how to be a professional, work with these guys who have years under their belt in the league, and then let's see kind of where you go from there. Like I said, he ain't going to the G League this year, but get these reps against, you know what I'm saying, A. Reeves, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all play, because a lot of reps, training camp reps. A lot of that stuff in basketball be, people playing one-on-ones and stuff like that. Like, do that and then see where you at, year 2, and then we can kind of go from there.
Yeah, we're going to see how it all shakes out for him. Let it play out. Let Summer League play out, training camp. We'll see where he ends up. That's a wrap for this Money Down episode. Like I said, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We're going to have some more exclusive dope interviews coming soon. Maybe some special people from Wisconsin, some special people from the NFL. We don't know. You guys can drop in the comments who you want to see on here too. Let's see if we can get them on here.
every song I ever wrote. This shit feel like Game 7. Put lines up through my S's.